Hi friends, it's Carla. Welcome to Faith at Home. I hope you had a very nice Thanksgiving, even if it was smaller or different than it usually is. This weekend is the first Sunday in Advent in the church calendar, and that means, of course, there's only 4 Sundays left before Christmas. So that's fun. Advent is our time to get ready for Christmas. It's some waiting, but it's also busy preparing. Hopefully, since we can't meet together at church and light our Advent wreath and talk about those 4 weeks before, hopefully you have a package delivered to you, a bag of materials that included your own Advent wreath. And it should have 4 blue candles and 1 white one. And I encourage you to light the first one this weekend and say, Jesus is the hope of the world. And if for some reason you don't have your bag of materials yet, then you can take any candle. You could take the small kind, the battery kind, the tall kind, the regular kind, any sort of candle. And with supervision, if it's a real one, light it and say, Jesus is the hope of the world. You probably remember the candles have names. There's love and hope and joy and peace. That's usually the order we say when we're in Nativity. But this year we're going to talk about hope first, because that will go along with a booklet that came in your bag that we delivered, and it looks something like this, although it might be more this size. And it's a devotion book. So it'll give you things to talk about and ideas for projects and things for every week of Advent. And they start with a story about hope. And the story is from the New Testament in the book of Luke. And it's about Mary and her cousin Elizabeth, and they're waiting for their babies. I encourage you to look that story up if you'd like to. Luke chapter 1, verse 26, I believe, is where we're starting. And it will tell you in your devotion book. But in your lesson today, if you're looking online, I put in some different things for you to look up. And I thought it would be nice if we read just a little bit about hope, maybe in small enough chunks that it would really stick with us, things we could remember or easily write down, like on a Post-it note, and have it close by. So to find those, you are going to look in the book of Psalms. And I know you could find the book of Psalms by going to the table of contents, but I personally usually skip that step, and I find the book of Psalms by opening my Bible almost in the middle, very, very close to the middle, maybe just a little bit less than half, and chances are you will find Psalms. Once in a while I hit Proverbs, but usually this Psalms, because there's 150 of them. It's kind of a long book. The first one you're going to look at is Psalm 25, verse 5. So I hope you will take the time to look up 2 little things in Psalms and practice that look in the middle trick. Yeah, there it is again. And enjoy the lesson today about hope, and also about the start of Advent, and that story about Elizabeth and Mary, who were visited by angels. And then before I go, I wanted to mention also in your kit, there is one project about making a bird ornament. And you can decorate it, and it has good directions in the booklet. And we have printed the actual bird outline on stiff paper for you, so you can decorate and cut it out and follow the directions in your booklet to make something to sit near your Advent wreath, or put it in your Christmas tree, or in a special place that reminds you that the Holy Spirit can come down at any time and help us. So the bird is often a symbol for the Holy Spirit. And that's after Jesus went back to heaven, God sent the Holy Spirit to be with us always. One last thing before I go, just for fun, if you like to, maybe you remember last year when we were together at Nativity, At Advent time, we used our offering to buy good gifts. And we voted on whether we wanted chicks or a goat or a pig or some combination thereof to help people around the world who are really needing some food help, some money help. These things, even a little flock of chicks, $10 is all it costs us, but it could give them food and income and make a big difference in their lives. So this is what the catalog looks like, which happened to come in my mail. But you can easily look it up online at the ELCA Good Gifts. ELCA is our big church organization, Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, which is what Nativity is a part of. So that is also in the lesson, a link to that spot on the website if you want to do a little interesting shopping. There's lots of fun things in here. It helps kids go to school. It helps kids be fed. It helps families have jobs. It can really make a big difference with just a little gift. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.